Hello, US history class, and happy Friday. It may be a little surprising for you all to see a video of me instead of live version of me because it is Friday. But as some of you may or may not know, I've been feeling a little sick the last few days, and I still need tonight to recover. So I'll talk about all that in a second, but I hope that you all are doing well. I hope that you are staying safe physically and taking care of yourself mentally and emotionally. I'm going to go ahead and jump into the presentation today. Here we go. Today, we are going to continue building our knowledge on the Progressive Era. Our daily objective is I can determine the cause and effects of the reform movements of the Progressive Era by doing research. Okay. So today in class, as you can see, it will be asynchronous. This means that you do not have to join any Zoom or be a part of any Zoom call. All right. The reason for this is because I'm still a bit sick and I need to rest, and Teacher Maypo cannot make it to class today. Okay. So the reason that I'm sick is actually a really good thing. On Tuesday, I was able to get my COVID vaccine, which means that in under 2 weeks, I will be COVID safe. Now, the bad news is that there are side effects, and those side effects can include being sick for a few days. So I will be good to go by the time we have class on Monday, but I'm still needing to rest and recover. I'm sorry that I cannot be there for you all right now. I take being in school right now very seriously. I have always taken being in school very seriously, and I take it seriously now more than ever because of the extra stress and strain that is going on outside of school. So I really need this day to recover, and I'll tell you a little bit more about why next week, but mainly it's so that I can be back to being my best teacher self by next week. Okay. There are still some things for you to do in class today. So you can do these things independently. You can do them with a partner or in a small group, however many of you are available. So organize the Zoom, schedule a call, make sure to get in touch with each other. Now, the first and most important thing for you to do today is to fill out what I'm calling a support survey, okay? The reason I'm doing this is because we talk all the time in class, which is awesome, but I'm not able to like fully see how you all are doing mentally and emotionally right now just from our time in class. And I am missing today in class as well. So it is important that you fill out this survey so that I can provide the best possible support for you, depending on how well you are doing, okay? That's why it's called a support survey. I want to hear how you all are and where you all are all at so that I can help in whatever way I am needed to. The next thing to do after the support survey is a mindfulness activity, okay? It's the second thing I want you doing in class today. There are two parts, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, which we've been doing a bit in class already, and also something called emotions through poetry. And we're going to go through this in just a second, okay? So the next thing is there is some classwork on the schedule for today. There's an assignment on Edmodo that will be the schoolwork for today. Please work on it together. It's a lot of work, so I would like you to split up the work however you would like. Okay? The activity will most likely not be finished in class today, and that is okay. We will finish it up in class on Monday. All right? Something that I do request is I would like someone to please message me over Edmodo how working on the activity went, okay? And how much time you think you will need on Monday in order to complete this activity. Okay. So let's check it out. Let's check these things out, shall we? First, I want to go over the mindfulness activity. Okay. The mindfulness activity, we've done 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 before. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 is super valuable as a quick check-in with yourself activity to help you process stress, overwhelming feelings. It can help ground you to allow you to better focus on what is around you. The second is called emotions through poetry. Okay. And one of the best ways to process emotions is actually through poetry. It's why there are so many good poets out there. Poetry can be used to process good emotions like gratefulness and success, or bad emotions like trauma, grief, and stress. And I know that the trauma, grief, and stress is more of what's on your minds right now. So in this activity, we will be creating a poem. The poem does not need to be good, does not need to be long. It can be whatever you want it to be. It'll just try to talk about feelings. So step 1 is to first write down all the emotions you have felt in the past week that you can think of. Step 2 is to try to write a poem that includes as many of those emotions as possible. And if you can, try to include them all in your poem. Again, it does not need to be good. It does not need to be long. Let me do a quick example. Some emotions that I've been feeling this week are tired. I've been feeling stressed, but I've also been feeling grateful for my students. So I'm going to try to write a quick poem using these 3 words. All right. So here's a poem, high schoolers. Tired of this struggle, the day feels so long. My brain keeps saying stressed because of all that is wrong. I'm grateful for my students. They're my reason to go on. Poetry is my emotion in voice, which is strong. Okay? This poem is very short. It's not the best poem you're ever going to read. It's not going to win any awards, but it does do a good job of capturing these feelings that I'm having, capturing these emotions that I'm going through. Okay. And that's really the goal of this activity, because if we can put our emotions into words, we can help process them and deal with them in a better way. That's all I have for you all today. Again, I'm sorry that I cannot be with you today, but I'm excited to be back in school with you on Monday. Please, someone send me a message at the end of class of about how much work you have left. Please work on this together. And I look forward to seeing you all on Monday. Have a great rest of your day, everybody.